How lucky are we? Well, I don't know. I'm lucky that I have such a great teammate in Alex, but no, I mean, we've been working really, really hard, and we've had the best season. I mean, I've had the best season of my life by far, and Alex has as well. So when those two powers collide, things went really, really well. I mean, in the semifinal, I had a small heart attack when I lost my ski on the first leg. I had to go back and get it. No one could really see that because of the fog, and I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be bad. So I'm glad to get the bad luck out of the way early. And no, I mean, to win the World Championships in Norway, at home in Colin, especially after sitting out yesterday, it was a really hard decision for me to sit out the 15-kilometer classic because it's my favorite event. And I'm so glad I did that now. There's no denying that, yeah, for sure. So feels good. Both luck, I mean, you have to make your own luck. So I think we did that today.
Alex, had you dreamt this earlier, or?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you have to dream. You have to dream big if you want to achieve good things in life. So for sure, I knew we could win. I mean, I knew I could win the 30K. I knew I could win the sprints. It didn't happen, but today it did. So you gotta put high goals and then hopefully reach them. But I mean, I knew if everything went well, good skis, which we had today, a good teammate, which I had today, good tactics, which we did. It was possible, so yeah. But I'm for sure. I'm surprised, but I'm not like shocked. I knew it could happen.
From what day did you think you two or Canada could win the first gold medal?
I don't know. We've been joking around about it all year. I mean, this was definitely something. We wanted to take our revenge because last year we were 4th in the team sprint at the Olympic Games, and there's no worse place to finish than 4th, and there's no worse place to finish 4th than in the Olympic Games in Canada when you're Canadian. So, I mean, for sure we had a little bit of extra motivation, and you know, we just worked really, really hard. We have a fantastic staff surrounding our team that believe in us and have believed in us for a long time. So, you know, when do we think that we could win? I mean, I didn't think we could win necessarily until Alex came out of the fog with holding his finger up like, this is our first gold medal. This is our first men's medal ever at a major championship. And, you know, we were reading on the Norwegian press, thanks to Google Translate, that Norway has over 100 gold medals at the World Championships. And this is our first one. So, yeah, slowly but surely, I guess, no, but it feels good.
Alex, are you happy because this first gold medal was won in Oslo 1 year after Vancouver, or would you prefer to win it in Canada?
I mean, for sure, everybody would take an Olympic medal before a World Championship, but now it's 2011, so 2010 is done. We were 4th, and Devin was 5th in the 50K, and Ivan was 5th in the 30K, so. But now we were thinking about Oslo, and that was the main goal of the season. The men's team's goal was to grab a medal, at least one, and now we've got the gold. So, yeah, for sure now I'm happy that we got the gold here in Norway, the mecca of cross-country skiing. We met the king after the race. That's pretty sweet. Like, you would meet the Canadian president or prime minister after winning a world champ in Canada.
Not a cross-country skiing, that's for sure.
If you won the hockey game.
Yes, we remember Tom DeBay.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
Are you quite respectless? Don't you have any respect for Petter about this stuff?
I respect, I mean, they're way more accomplished than me or Devin. I mean, they won sprint World Cup titles, Northug's won the Olympics, he's won the overall World Cup last year. I mean, they're amazing skiers.
He's world champion, I mean.
But yeah, I mean, he's won everything he could win, other than maybe the Tour de Ski, but I'm sure
he was second there,
exactly.
so it's still pretty good.
Pretty good. But no, I mean, I respect my opponents, but I'm not afraid of anybody. Like, there's nobody that I've never beaten in a race in my life, so I just need to make sure I beat them all at the same time, and then it's okay. So today was the first time, and hopefully there's more time to come, but I respect them. They're amazing skiers, and there's no way, like, I mean, I'm not on the same, I'm not as accomplished as they are yet, so.
But you are not only sprinters, you are also all-rounders.
Yeah, I like distance better. I mean, I've always trained for distance, and I can have good power in the finish, but I consider myself as a distance skier, because sprinting is, sometimes there's luck, like Devin lost his ski in the semifinal. I got tangled up in the sprint in my semifinal a couple days ago, last Thursday. So it's, for me, it would be hard to decide to be a sprinter because sometimes, I mean, you're in the best shape of your life and then you get knocked out in the quarterfinal because somebody crashes in front of you. So it's, at least distance, for sure, there is luck too in the mass start, but at least if you're really, really strong, I think you can pull it off.
What does this gold medal mean for the cross-country skiing in Canada?
Oh, I think, well, it means, I always like to joke around, for the 2,500 people that really like cross-country skiing in the whole country, it means a lot. It's probably more than 2,500, but, you know, for the cross-country ski community in Canada, it means everything. I mean, this is what it's all about as far as ski racing goes. I mean, to be the world champion, I mean, of course, like the Olympic champion is awesome too, or World Cup champion, whatever, it's all good. But I mean, no, to be able to win the World Championships in Norway with the whole country supporting us and believing in us at home is, yeah, it's amazing because we've gone through a whole lot of coaching changes the last few years, and there's been a lot of big changes, and I think it's a testament to how great our team is and the belief that's surrounding. I mean, we're all really good friends on the team, and us friends with the staff too. And I mean, I know our wax technicians are probably going like ole ole right now. So like, I mean, maybe popping a beer or two too. And they deserve it because they work so hard.
During the last years, you have had many Norwegian trainers in Canada.
Yeah. So thanks very much to Inge Bråten, Arnold Munson, Steiner Mundell, because they taught us a lot definitely in the last 3 years, and they were fantastic trainers. And you know, Justin, he's an American, but we like to say he's Canadian anyway because he's married to Becky Scott, so we claim him for our own too. But I mean, you know, we've had so many great trainers over the years, and yeah, of course, the Norwegian trainers we've had are, I mean, unbelievable coaches, and we were lucky to have them, and we learned a lot from them for sure. At least I did.
They have given you the Norwegian philosophy that you have adapted it.
Yeah, the biggest thing I learned from Arnold Munson especially is like when it's 9:30 p.m., if you're not eating like carbo, which is muesli, not cornflakes, not like, we're talking like heavy muesli at 9:30 p.m., that's you get off the team, you're done. Or like when you wake up in the morning, you slam like 500 mils of water, like instantly. That's the first thing you do. I mean, there's a lot of little things for sure, little jokes that we have. But I mean, of course, Norway is the best country in skiing. They had like 100 gold medals at World Championships. It's just, the proof is there, and you know, to have trainers help us for a couple of years is amazing. But I mean, we have a lot of great staff in Canada and now in the States as well. So it takes a team effort for sure.
It was worthwhile.
Yeah, worthwhile, absolutely. Today it was, that's for sure.
The questions.
Alex, the gesture when you crossed the finish line with finger, what was that about?
First medal for men at World Championship. We've never had a medal, never Olympic or World Championship. So my dad tried, he won a couple of World Cups, but never World Championship or Olympic medal. We tried last year. We were fourth in the team sprint, Devin was fifth, and Ivan was fifth too in the 30K and 50K, but we've never made it to the podium, so it was like, this is the first one. So hopefully we took a couple pictures of that.
But it looked a bit like...
No, the first, like, I'm kissing my finger. I'm pretty happy about it.
Devin, can you explain a little bit in detail what happened with the ski? I didn't quite understand. It was before the change, was it?
No, yeah, so you go up this was in the semi-final, and we went up, you know, the first hill, and then you go along the flats there before you go down the first downhill. Right there, I don't know what happened, it's like a 1 in a million chance. Somebody's ski must have come under my binding, flipped it up, and my ski fell off and started going the opposite direction. And I'm like, okay, first thing I'm like, okay, breathe. Turn around, take 3 steps back, grab your ski, put it on. Then I was, all I could do, I mean, the adrenaline was just like pouring through my system because Alex and I had thought about this race for so long, and I'm like, it's the first 30 seconds and we're out of it, we're screwed. So I calmly tried to ski as calm as I could to get back onto the pack, and luckily I did before the exchange, but then it was not easy.
Alex, you mentioned your father. What has he told you about Holmenkollen?
Oh, he said it's the best place in the world to race. I mean, there's nowhere else there's as many fans as that, and you need the king if you do well, so that's pretty good. But no, he said he said it was his first world championship here in 1982, and then I mean, winning the Holmenkollen was the biggest thing he's done in his life. So
Having you, maybe, and your sisters.
and he said after maybe the 3 kids, after the 3 kids, it's the biggest thing he's done in his life. So no, he said just have fun, and yeah, that's basically what he told me. He said it's going to be your blast.
Alex, you said you prefer longer distances and a sprint. Is that even so after today?
Yeah, I mean, even after Drammen or today, my first World Cup Met podium was in Whistler in a team sprint, but I've always thought I was a better distance skier, so it hasn't changed. A team sprint, you still need to be like, strong distance skiers are doing well, like Jean-Marc Gaillard, the French team were doing well, and the Germans, I mean, Fildrick is not really well known as a sprinter, but they're still battling it out, so I mean, you need to have strong stamina, have some speed, but be able to endure the pain for a long time, because it's like doing 2 interval sessions in the same day, so it's pretty hard, but I prefer distance skiing better.
Petter Northug, can you tell us a little about your performance today?
Yeah, we're for sure happy with the medal today, and yeah, it was a close fight with Canada, Russia, and Germany on the last leg, and yeah, for me it was yeah, my tactic was to race hard from the top of the first hill and into the finish, and yeah, when I was together with Devon, I for sure hoped that we were catching a little bit more into Sami before the change, but yeah, I knew that we were 3-4 teams together, so I knew that it would be difficult for the Finnish team to stay away from the changing group, but yeah, I had a good day. I felt that skis and everything worked, so yeah.
Can you tell us how you two together planned this race?
Yeah, we knew that first in the qualification we tried to save as much power as possible, because you always know if the final will be the toughest one, and yeah, we hoped to, on my second leg, we wanted high speed, we wanted to get rid of the Swedish team. We knew that Emil is really strong on the last leg, so for us it was good that the speed was very high there, so Modin was saying goodbye on the last leg. So there was a fight there between, we knew that Devon and Alex, they was resting last day and saving power for the day, so they were strong, and
You were double bowling very much today. Was that the fastest way to come ahead?
yeah, my strongest part is to do the double pulling, and yeah, I had really good fast skis, not so good grip, but that was also the plan. They asked me if I wanted more grip, but yeah, I wanted to have good speed on the skis, so then the double pulling was also easier.
And Olav Hattestad, you wanted very much to break the finish line first.
Yes, if finish line could be a little more close than I maybe first. But it was tough the last round. I didn't have it. My only thought was to catch the Finn Nusayan, and I gave it all, but the Harvey was too strong in the end.
Did you stretch out your leg too early, you think, before the finish line?
He came fast. I missed one 20 meters before the finish line. I had one miss, and then he were suddenly inside of me, and I realized that it could be tough to beat him. As I said, I gave everything I had, and today the Canadian was the best.
Are you surprised over the Canadians?
We knew that they would be strong. We expect maybe the Swedish team will be the hardest to beat, but Harvey is in his best shape ever maybe, and yeah, they skipped the 15 kilometer yesterday, and for sure we knew that they would be strong today.
Questions?
Can you guys talk a little bit about the tactics today as far as the speed on different parts of the course? It seemed like maybe you guys were not necessarily going as fast on the big climb, and then when you would come back into the stadium, there were some accelerations.
Yeah, I think the strongest side for me and Ola is the double pulling, and we wanted high speed on ski today. If you put too much grip on it, you will lose the speed and it will be tougher to do double pulling. But yeah, that was our tactic, and yeah, I think especially me, I wanted not so much grip today, but yeah, I think also saw me on my last leg. He knew that we didn't have the best grip, and he wanted to do the first longest climb really tough, and he wanted to have some meters on the top there.
And then can you guys also tell me about the decision for your order today? Was that your decision? And can you tell me the sort of strategy behind it?
Everyone knows that Ola is one of the strongest double pullers in the world, especially the last 200 meters. So yeah, he's stronger than me in the last meter. So I think the tactic is to have the best skier on the last leg and the best finisher, and that is Ola.
And we will start with the Russian team, the bronze medalists. And welcome, Nikita Krylenko and Alexander Panshinsky. Welcome and congratulations. And Stein here will help me today. So we start. Can you, Alexander, tell us how you planned this race?
Господин Пашинский, пожалуйста, скажите, как вы себя чувствовали сегодня на соревновании? Как вы планировали соревноваться сегодня? Как вы себя чувствовали во время соревнований? На русском? Пожалуйста, на русском.
Сегодня тактически были задумки держаться во главе пелотона, экономить силы по мере возможности. Но на последнем повторе уже работать на максимум, постараться привести в более выгодную позицию для Никиты. Может быть, не совсем это удалось. Сами Яухаяра сегодня был великолепен на последнем повторе, но остальных...
But the tactics today was that I should try to not use too much power in the first legs, and to try to give Nikita a very good position before his last leg. I wasn't able to do that as I wanted to, and also the other races were also very, very strong today.
От остальных, Дэйван Ершова и Петр Норкова, я сумел не отстать, приехать вместе. Спасибо Никите, что он завоевал эту медаль.
And I, of course, also wanted to come together with Kershaw and the other Canadians. And I had said beforehand to Nikita that he should try to get a medal.
And Nikita had Alexander done his job.
Александр, он сделал свою работу, как вы считаете?
Да, он сработал на 4 с плюсом.
Yes, he actually did a very good job. He had 4+, as we say in the Russian school system. So it was almost on the top.
We had great expectations to the Russian team today, because here we also have the Olympic champion and the silver medalist from the Olympics.
Мы очень много ожидали от российской команды сегодня, потому что здесь сидит и олимпийский чемпион, и тот, кто был на втором месте на Олимпиаде.
Мы тоже ожидали, что покажем здесь хороший результат. По крайней мере, в это очень сильно верили.
We also expected to get a very good result here today, and we believe very much in that.
You have been looking forward to this sprint.
Мы очень много ожидали от этого события сегодня. Думали, что будет здесь хорошо.
тяжело выходить на старт, когда все знают, что, вот это, ну, что наш тандем может выиграть. Но я считаю, мы справились с психологическим давлением оказанным.
Well, of course, in one way it's difficult when everybody expected our tandem to win here, but at least we showed that we were in very good shape there.
Have you two spent much time together the last year planning this sprint?
После Олимпиады вы много тренировались вместе, планировали сегодня
Мы планировали после Олимпиады уже бежать вместе, чемпионат мира, но так и ни разу вместе не стартовали в силу разных причин.
We had planned, in fact, after the Olympics that we should go together here today, but we have not been able to do that in the year after the Olympics for several reasons.
And can we have some of the reasons?
У нас в том году был чемпионат России, классическая спринтерская эстафета, как здесь, но меня вызвали в Сочи, и я вот туда улетел.
Well, during the Russian championship, we also had a classical sprint, but I was at that time in Sochi. I was called to Sochi so I could be in the Russian championship.
Потом в Либерец я буквально за пару дней до Кубка мира почувствовал недомогание и оказался в бежать.
In Liberec, for instance, I felt quite weak a couple of days before the sprint there, so I did not take part in that.
И получается, что здесь у нас был дебют, ну и мы сумели завоевать бронзу.
So this was our debut actually after the Olympics, and we made it to the bronze medal.
In 3 years you will be called to Sochi, both of you again?
А через 3 года вы опять будете в Сочи, да?
Я в это очень сильно верю.
Well, I believe that we will.
What thing do you have to focus now to be the best again?
Что вы сейчас должны делать для того, чтобы опять быть на первом месте? Что для вас сейчас важно?
Ну, во-первых, надо подождать 2 года до чемпионата мира в Альдефиеме, до классического спринта, а потом уже еще годик до Сочи.
Well, first of all, of course, we have to prepare now for the next World Championship in 2 years, and then, of course, for the Olympics.
We will see you in the relay on Friday.
Нет.
Мы имеем сильную команду дистанционщиков, и мы верим, что у ребят получится побороться за победу.
We have a good team for this distance relay, so I think that our boys there will do a very good job.
Если норвежская команда поставит Улрика Хаттестада, то я попрошу, чтобы меня тоже поставили.
If the Norwegian team will include Hottestad, I will also ask for me to be included in the team.
All right, questions?
Вопросы есть?
Ребята, вот вы после гонки были очень расстроены, все-таки выиграли золотую медаль, но сказали, что вы рассчитывали на золото, выиграли бронзовую медаль, прошу прощения. Сейчас ваши эмоции улеглись, вы поняли, что бронзовая медаль это не так плохо. Тем более, учитывая то, как наша команда выступает здесь, на этом чемпионате мира.
After the race, you were a bit, of course, you were not satisfied that you did not win the gold because you wanted to win the gold. Now, a couple of hours have gone by. Are you satisfied now with the bronze medal because that is also quite a good result actually? And of course, also based on what the Russian team has been doing here in Moscow, are you satisfied with the bronze medal?
Ну, я не считаю, что наша команда так уж плохо выступает на этом чемпионате мира.
I don't think that our team is doing so bad at this World Championship.
Но я не скажу, что я сейчас счастлив. Не так, наверное, рад я этой бронзовой медали. Может быть, со временем, может быть, еще не так много времени прошло, я пойму, что это большое достижение.
I can't say that I'm happy that I got the bronze medal, but maybe in a few days I will think more about this and be happier that I got this.
К тому же я не очень доволен, как я сам отработал сегодняшнюю гонку.
I'm not very satisfied with what I did myself during the race.
What do you have to say about the Canadians today?
А что вы можете сказать по поводу канадцев?
Ну, сегодня они были лучшими. Это доказала их победа. Они, наверное, не были главными фаворитами. Но, как часто бывает на крупных соревнованиях, не фавориты бывает и выигрывают.
But it's often the case at these championships that those who are not the favorites, they win.
Поэтому поздравляю ребят, это
So I'd like to congratulate them.
большая победа, и
It's a big victory.
у них в этом году хороший сезон они проводят, и поэтому от них можно было этого ждать.
They have a very good season this year, so we could expect quite a lot.
Я буду счастлив только тогда, когда буду выигрывать, а второе и третье место это как награждение за участие.
I will be happy only when we win, because the second and third place is just well, it's a medal you get because you were there and took part in the competition.